Hi, it's Sherri from A Quilting Life, and I'm here today to share Moda Blockheads 3, Block 27, The Proposal by Jen Kingwell. And this is a gorgeous diamond block. It uses foundation paper piecing, but it really is not that difficult. And I'm going to kind of walk you through what I did and give you some of my tips and tricks. Okay, so this week we're making The Proposal, which is a really fun foundation paper piece diamond block by Jen Kingwell. And before we get started, I just have to tell you a fun little backstory to this. As designers, we submitted all of our block ideas way back in the fall, and we had no idea what order they were going to be put in, or who was going to follow who, or even what month that our blocks would publish in. But this block for Jen just got put into the schedule randomly for today, and come to find out, it's actually her wedding anniversary today. And here's her block called The Proposal, and it's a diamond. So we thought that was really fun, and so all of the Moda designers that are participating in Blockheads 3 are actually sharing their wedding photos on their blogs today. So you might want to hop over to my blog, and you can get links to everyone else's blog from there if you want to see all of our old pictures. Okay, so this block, like I mentioned, uses foundation paper piecing. You have a lot of choices to make, really, as far as fabric goes. If you look at the pattern, it's designed with just 3 colors, a background and then 2 colors that alternate throughout the block. And that would be a really stunning look that you could go for. You could utilize the same colors in this quadrant that you utilized for this quadrant, and then use a second set of colors over here. You just have a lot of options. I chose to do 12 different fabrics just to mix it all up and make it tie in with my quilt. A couple things that you'll need to have if you're going to do the foundation paper piecing. This one isn't totally necessary, but it's super helpful to have a seam roller that you can use to press your seams open in between the layers. And then this is really, really helpful to add an 1/8, and there's also an add a 1/4 version if you're worried about having the seams too small. But I do have a video on how to do foundation paper piecing that will walk you through the steps for this. And this one is actually constructed in 4 quadrants and just 4 fabrics in each quadrant. So it really is quite easy to do with the method that you'll see on my other video. Just a couple notes about the back. I do press my seams open when I sew the quadrants together, but I leave the paper attached until I'm ready to put it into my quilt so that it doesn't get stretched out of shape. And you can also see that I've written, I'll turn it this way, but I've written background fabric in the big areas so that when I started sewing, I knew that these were going to be the background fabric areas. It just helped me keep things straight in my mind just a little bit. But anyway, this was a great block to make. I love how it turned out. You can make this block in the 4-inch, 6-inch, 8-inch, and 12-inch size. And I'll have everything linked in the description below. I hope you enjoy making this block. It really is much more simple than it looks. I will have a link to Jen's blog in the description below where you can download the PDF pattern. I'll also link to my blog post for this week's blog, and we'll also have the links for some of the tools that you can use to make foundation paper piecing a bit more simple. I hope that you'll subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet already, and thanks so much for stopping by.